Hello and welcome to my MagWarden PvP build for the Summerset patch. First of all, I have to say that I have now played nearly every class in this game, and MagWarden was actually the class where it was the hardest part for me to find anything that works. Is MagWarden a good class to play solo? No, it's not. Has MagWarden nice burst combos for PvP? No. Is MagWarden tanky and nice to play for group gameplay in open world PvP? Definitely. Yeah, let's go right into the year. We are sitting on 2 pieces sun. You have actually quite some options here. You can go fully group buffed with Frostborn to have more ulgen and resistances. You can go more AoE damage with Graftar. Also a possibility. But I found out that the opponents I struggle the most with are shield users, so mech blades, mech swords, and I need that extra burst with sun to actually kill them. So otherwise you won't kill a decent sword on MagWarden. That's just how it is. The next set is Frostborn, 3 pieces on the body and sword and board on the back bar. It is important to have a powered one-handed weapon because you have just healing abilities on your back bar. Then the shield was sturdy to have a bit more block cost reduce. And yeah. The other set is Torx Pact. We have here 2 pieces on the body and jewelry. 2 magicka recovery, 1 spell damage. All arcane. How you set both of those sets doesn't matter. It's just important that you have Frostborn Bane on the back bar. So if you have the jewelry of Frostborn Bane, just transmute it to arcane and craft more armor parts of Torx. It doesn't matter. Why Torx? Because of our ice staff, we are using the Master's Ice Staff. Reduces the cost of destructive touch by 30%, decreases the direct damage it deals by 2000. Then we have infused on the staff and we have an oblivion damage enchantment. And this is the reason why we are running Torx Pact, to buff this enchantment as high as possible. So this enchantment will not proc every 5 seconds. This enchantment will proc every 1.4 seconds because of infused and because of Torx Pact. For the armor in general, everything is impenetrable besides the sturdy shield, and yeah, everything is max magicka enchanted. Just our chest and our legs with tricep enchants, but you can go with max magicka enchant there as well. You would just drop to 26k health, which is more than enough, and you would have slightly more magicka. Yeah, what else to say? Yeah, we have drain magicka poisons on the back bar, which drains magicka from the target and stamina, just to have a bit better sustain of our resources. Okay, so let's get right into the stats. We are sitting on 30.5k max magicka, 27.5k health, 11k max stamina, nearly 2k magicka recovery, and 1.7k spell damage. In terms of resistance, we have 20k and 70k here unbuffed, and 3k critical resistance. Yeah, so fully buffed, the Whipper Potion on Netch. We are sitting on 2k spell damage, 2.2k magicka recovery, And our resistances with the armor is at 27k spell resist and nearly 24k physical resistance. We have the Atronach as our Amanda Stone and stage 4 vampire. Yeah, with that, let's go right into our skills. Yeah, we play this build with a lot of AoE damage. So we have Blockade of Frost, Deep Fissure, then we have Frost Reach. Frost Reach is our spammable. Why? Because of the Master Ice Staff. As I already said, reduces the cost of Destructive Touch by 30% and increases the direct damage dealt by 2000. So if we buff up, we have nearly 7.5k frost damage with an additional 5k frost damage over 8 seconds, which is actually pretty high in comparison to our stats. Yeah, and Frost Reach is with the Master Ice Staff at nearly the same cost like Force Pulse, and this skill also immobilizes the enemy for 4 seconds. And yeah, we have no real stun on this build, so we just live from immobilizations, so this skill helps us to keep them up. Yeah, then this skill is like our healing over time, so if you have a stamina character, compare Living Trellis with Vigor. It's important to keep this ability up, even for you and for your group members. It's pretty fucking strong. And then we have Winter's Revenge, another AoE damage skill. It also reduces the movement of the enemy by 30%. Yeah, one of the funniest and if not one of the strongest ultimates in this game, Permafrost, is our damage ult. Yeah, for our back bar, as I said, just buffs and healing. Blue Betty, Ice Fortress for armor. Then, since we have no other movement, Elusive Mist from Vampire skill tree. Enchanted Grove as our burst heal. Shimmering Shield. And at last, as an ult, we have the Healing Thicket. The Healing Thicket, like on a MagWarden build for group play, if you are running around solo, it's made better to go with this wooden board ultimate. Yeah, as you might have seen some combinations or some skill combos in my gameplay videos. One of the strongest skill combos, and actually the only real burst combo MagWarden has, refers to the sets we are using. So if we buff up, and as I said, we have Durok's Bane just on our back bar, switch to our back bar, wait till Durok's Bane procs, go into the offense with all the damaging skills, proc Zan with light attack, and when Zan procs, go right into Permafrost mode. Why? Permafrost, damaging an enemy 3 times with Storm will stun them for 3 seconds. This is the only stun you have. So when Zan procs, their movement speed is reduced by 70%, so it's really hard to get out of range from Zan. And also with the stun after 3 seconds, you guarantee that they get the full damage of Zan, of all your AoE damage skills that lay on the ground. And this is actually a really strong combo. Yeah, but as you can see, it's a really expensive combination, because Permafrost is not a cheap ultimate like Incap or Dawnbreaker. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the skills. Let's go to chapter points. So yeah, let's start with the blue one. We have 43 into Blessed, 75 Elemental Expert, 51 into Spell Erosion, 81 into Mastered Arms, and nothing here. Now, some of you may question why you have no points into Thaumaturge, why you have no points into Elfborn. The reason for this is we are just sitting on about 22% crit, so actually it is not really worth it to put points in here, in my opinion. Then Thaumaturge, every single Warden Ice skill you have scales with direct damage. Permafrost, Winter's Revenge, and also Blockade of Frost. The Deep Fissure and Frost Reach are direct damage anyways, so put points in here would be completely useless. Then for the red trees, Ironclad 56, Resistant 49, 40 into Thick-Skinned, 43 into Hardy, 43 into Elemental Defender, and 19 into Quick Recovery. For the green tree, 51 into Warlord, 33 into Sprinter, 75 into Arcanist, 14 into Befouler to buff the Rock's Bane, and 51 into Tumbling. You can use the points you have here in Sprinter and go more and put them into Shadow Ward. That's also an option. Then you can block a lot more, especially for blocking, which is also a really important fact, is that with the Frost Staff, while the Frost Staff is equipped, you blocking costs Magicka instead of Stamina, and you have also the passive here. Frost Staff reduces the cost of blocking by 36%, and increases the amount of damage you block by 20%. So if you have to block, you can also block on your Sword and Board bar, but you can also block on the staff bar. So this is also a key why MagWarden has such a nice Magicka and Stamina management. You have to play around with your resources. So if your Magicka is low, block on, and you have to block something, go for Sword and Board bar and try to get back your Magicka pool. If your Stamina is low, block on Magicka and your Stamina pool will go up. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for my MagWarden Frostborn PvP build for the Summerset patch. I know Durox and stuff is cancer. You don't have to blame me for this in the comments below, because if you watch all the big raid groups in open world PvP, there are most of the time more healers than any damage dealers. So it's actually quite hard to focus. It's actually quite hard to kill such a group without any sort of heal debuff. At last, before if you ask me about other sets, I can tell you what I tested as well. I tested Ice Furnace, Dire Frost Keep, I tested Overwhelming, and I tested Necro, and they all are good. So you can also go with Necropotence. You can definitely go with Overwhelming. I would not go with Ice Furnace, which doesn't perform that well. But Torx Pact with Master Ice Staff, which just for damage was performs just the best. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And then yeah, I hope I see you in the next video. Bye.